We want to welcome Ms. Barbara Binns.
Yay! Hello.
Hello. Very kind of you to join us in the acceptance game. We really appreciate it. Do you have two things you can tell us that most people don't know about you?
Oh, for heaven's sake.
It can be whatever you want. It could be that you have 3 earlobes. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Can I just boast on my grandkids?
Yeah, sure. If most people don't know about it, pick something cool, though, that hardly anyone knows. If you embarrass them, you get extra points. So you have some grandchildren.
And I do have a favorite, but just in case they ever see this, I cannot say which one is my favorite, but I think that one probably already knows she's Granny's favorite.
They usually do.
I'm not going to name a name.
Don't name a name, no. Plus, it may change later anyway.
I've always wanted to play the bagpipes.
Oh, that counts. That's great.
I even happen, and nobody does know this because it's sitting in a corner, but I happen to have a bagpipe that has sat in a corner for about 20 years. I went on a trip over and I visited Scotland. It's a touristy bagpipe. It's not a real. It's a tourist. And I brought it home, and it's been sitting on the shelf ever since. But I tried it once. There is no way I can I don't know what I'm doing anyway. No lung capacity to do whatever it is that you're supposed to do with the thing. And it has sat on the shelf ever since. But I have a bagpipe.
Listening to bagpipe music, or do you just want to be a performer?
Listening. I don't know why, but the first time I heard it, it called to me. And I love bagpipe music, which tells you that I'm the kind of person who likes things that are different.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, it's beautiful music.
Well, there's the second thing.
Yeah.
You like things that are different. There you go. See, that was easy.
That's wonderful.
Probably a lot of people figure that one out about me because I'm not normal.
Well, really, what is abnormal is the new normal.
Well, that's good because now we're the new normal.
Yeah.
First time in my life.
And that puts you right smack and dab in the new normal then.
Yep. We're in the new normal. All right. Are you ready to play the game now? We're going to play the game.
Ready to play the game.
Okay.
It's not scary.
It's only scary for us.
We make sure we're the only ones who are afraid.
Yeah.
So we learned that you like the color blue. You like dogs.
I love dogs. I love maybe not Great Danes. I live with a person with a Great Dane once, so maybe they're too slobbery. But other than that, yes, they will. Yes.
And you like pasta. You like spaghetti.
Yes.
Which I'm very happy about.
What we have here are 8 blue cups with paw prints of different colors on them. We'll hold them up.
I thought those were paw prints. I just didn't quite want to say it.
Okay. They are paw prints. Purple, yellow, orange, brown, red, blue, gray, green. You're going to pick one cup at a time. Some of the cups have a treat for our 14-year-old Australian cattle dog named Dusty. These have the questions with them. So if you get a doggy treat for Dusty, then we get to ask you a question. There's 5 questions. But others, see, now I don't know where it is. There it is. Others have blue pasta, blue spaghetti, buttered, and it's just food coloring with a little bit of our basil from our basil plant on it. And we have to eat that.
Okay. Which I'm very excited about because you should see the weird stuff I normally have to eat. So thank you for liking spaghetti. You really saved me on this one.
I should have just made something up.
No.
That's my least favorite food. I'd have loved to have seen that.
All you have to do is pick a color.
Well, tell you what, I'm going to save the blue for last, so let's go with the orange.
Orange. Okay, so we're picking up the orange. It has pasta.
Woo!
And I'm going to give you first crack.
I get first crack. I'm so happy. Oh, look, she gave me a fork.
Oh, I was going to make you eat it like I was trying to
do you want me to eat
it like a doggy dish? Yeah.
I'm going to eat it like a dog.
No.
Oh, my God. It's really good.
You sure you don't want the fork, though?
Okay.
I think she's wishing you had the fork.
I'll use the fork.
It's
so good. Yes. I wish you were here to try it.
Okay. So now we got to see Annie eat. Now you get another color.
Let's try the gray.
Great. Okay. Up at the screen.
Oh, yeah, we're very high tech
Oh,
here.
it's a doggy treat.
Oh, yay, Dusty!
So,
Dog. Okay.
so that's one Dusty treat. Would you like to read the question since you had to eat pasta?
Here's the question. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. If you were trapped on a tropical island with a limitless supply of water and your favorite food, but were allowed only one belonging and it had to be a toy, which toy would you choose?
See, I know the answer to that.
Okay. Are you going to show us?
Oh!
What is that?
If I only have one, I want my teddy bear so that I have something to cuddle.
Oh. Wait, does your teddy bear have a name?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I'm not imagine. Okay, it's called Berry Bear.
Berry Bear. All right, that's
like
good.
that.
That works.
But actually, I got it as an adult. This is not like something I've brought since my youngest childhood days when I dragged it around through the mud because I loved it so much. This is an adult acquisition, but it's just, so I never gave it a name, but it's just, if I can only have one, if I can't bring a box full of stuff to while away the hours, I can do everything from talk to him the way Tom Hanks did his basketball to, just use him as a pillow. So, or just something to keep me on those long, empty days and nights.
Oh,
excellent.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Actually, I am one of many that I know that have stuffed animals as adults that carry them around at times and sleep with them. So just FYI, you are not alone.
No, we have stuffed animals too that we have purchased as full-grown adults. So,
well, at least big for our age anyway. Yeah, I don't know if we're adults.
The one on this, is that like purplish or something?
This one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's purplish.
Okay, let's screen up.
Woo!
Oh, it's a doggy.
It's a doggy treat.
Oh, today, yes.
Oh, Dusty's going to be so happy.
Good girl, Dusty. You
Okay.
get another treat.
Okay, so
you're fine.
here we go. Do you have to agree with or understand the people with whom you engage in play? And we define play as any immersive activity that frees you from constraints of daily life.
See, I'm the kind of serious oddball person who has two different answers for that question. If it's just play, if it's just whatever, I'm usually with people that I like and agree with anyway. But generally, if I'm playing with somebody, we don't discuss or whatever, get into any kind of controversial areas anyway. So I'm going to say that the people that I play with, I do, as long as we agree on the rules, I'm happy with it. I know I do. So I guess the short answer is no, I do not have to.
Okay.
In fact, they can be total strangers. It may be that we are total opposite ends of everything, but we don't know it at that moment because we're concentrating on the game. So there you are.
Okay.
That works. And what's cool, do you think though once the game is over and you've had some fun playing with them, would that make it easier for you to be around them if you found out you had some different beliefs or points of view? Do you think that would make a difference or not?
The fact that we had played together, would that make a difference?
Yeah, that you maybe bonded over the game or, laughed a little or whatever, depending on the game, yeah. Would it make you more open, do you think?
Around them, but in all honesty, if we had really major differences, probably once the game is over, we would go our separate ways.
Okay, that's cool.
I certainly don't think that having spent that time with them that I could really hate them afterwards, unless they defeated me like 99-0. I'll be honest, if I get defeated 99-0, be my best friend, how could you pile it on that way? But I think, yes, it could make it easier yes, it could make it easier. I'll just give you the short answer. Yes, it could make it easier.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
You will discover that this is probably how my book got this way. I can discuss like 5 or 6 sides to any square. I can come up with, yes, I can.
Yeah. Well, I love that though, because it, being able to see all those different perspectives also comes into play as to how you would play a game and how you would interact and mesh with the people around you. So
just don't ask me to cheat on the rules. I am a very, very strict. If this is what you're supposed to do, the only game I cheat at is solitaire. Okay, everything else. Now, so I'm going to take my blue. I'm not my
You are
favorite.
going to take your blue?
Okay. Go ahead. Oh, for Dusty.
Dusty's so happy.
We're going to bring Dusty in here so you can see
Yeah,
the
so
dog
you
that's
can
going to.
see her.
When we're done with the questions, we'll bring
Yeah,
her on
we'll
in.
bring her in so you can see who you're feeding. All right.
Okay.
Think about the last time you played, in whatever capacity or definition you choose. What did you get out of it? How did playing affect you?
Well, again, if you don't count the solitaire, because
No, we're not counting the solitaire.
I just wanted to be sure.
Okay.
I don't know. For me, although play is energetic in its movement and stuff, it relaxes me. So after it's over, I can just kind of sit back and just feel good in myself. So I think really what I get out of it is there's some exercise aspects because for me play actually is again the solitaire. But other than that, it's actually doing stuff. It's actually moving around, and one of my biggest play is also exercise. So I get that out of it.
What is it?
I get in pool. I do water exercises.
Oh, that's great.
And actually have an instructor, and you're supposed to do certain things, but the instructor gets wacky, and then we get wacky with each other.
But I apologize. I was having so much fun with you that I forgot when the Skype goes off, you have to start the recorder again manually. So that's my fault.
So everything from the first time it went off is gone. All the dog feeding and okay, fine.
No, Barbara, I really appreciate you doing this again. It's my fault. I'm really sorry, but I was really having fun.
Let's go with green.
Okay.
Green. All right, here we go. Green. Tip it up.
Woo!
It's a doggy treat.
It's a doggy treat. Yay! Do you think there is a connection between being able to play and being able to accept other people, ideas, or beliefs?
I think there's a connection between playing with people and getting to understand more of their ideas and their beliefs. So I definitely think it helps build bonds between people. I also think it may be that, play might just make your mind just a little bit more elastic and a little bit more open to new ideas, especially if you play different things. If you stick with the same game or same activity all the time, maybe not. But if you're willing to try new activities, it may also help your brain decide to be able to try new thoughts and new ideas.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
that's a good point too.
Yeah. And it reminds me of we were talking about the swimming you do and about the weightlessness and just kind of that stretching. It feels kind of like in that same vein.
Well, it's just I just keep remembering. Play is really how kids learn, and the more you restrict their ability to play, the less the more. Actually, they've been finding that once they've given longer recesses, they've actually found that some of the hyperactivity and trouble that they're having with kids in some of the schools are going down because they've given them more recess. And I do think it's certainly just a sleep lets us process what's going on through the day. I think play also helps exercise the mind. But that's just me. I don't have scientific numbers to back that up, but I see no reason why it does. It exercises the mind.
You're absolutely right, and I have lived this. The times that I have been able to give my students in the past more play rather than just the two little recesses, giving them more time outside makes a world of difference in so many ways, especially for the kids who have, they're always in motion and it's hard for them to settle. It really makes a difference.
And actually, to your point, they are coming out with studies now that say exactly what you say and say that there should be more play in the classroom even through college.
Yeah.
So
that's college, I was ready to sit in my chair, but anyway, okay.
So you were on the mark. Okay.
Let's go in a row. Blue is next.
She's going in a row.
She's going in a row.
Up.
It's a dog treat.
Dusty's going to be so happy. She's going to not know what happened. All right. Oh, here's our little one here. Okay, now we already know the answer to this, but we're going to go on a little bit. Do you play? And if yes, how?
I play, although it's not all those wonderful energetic games that I played when I was younger. The closest thing I have to a team sport. I used to swim. I did a lot. I still do a lot of swimming. I tried my hand at recreational diving. Nowhere near as good as he got to get. Oh, he's a much better diver than I was. I tried tennis. I tried archery. I actually wasn't a bad archer.
Hey.
But that was college days. These days, my play is closer to sedentary. I do my water exercises, and we as a group, because it's the same, pretty much the same people. Every time there's a new person, we actually play new games because they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, we get to the new people, but it's the we are like a high school, I mean, even a grade school class sometimes in that water. So we exercise and play at the same time, and I get that out of it. My solitaire, which you don't want me to talk about, I still think that also helps. If it doesn't exercise my mind, at least it lobotomizes me to all the other crappy stuff that's going on in the world around me right now, so I can just get into that and go. And just other things. Basically, I play just to get away from the rest of the stuff.
Although, you know what I wanted to ask you about was you're talking about people watching and how you incorporate that into your writing. Because that's a type of play for you, right? Watching people. But can you tell us how you use that for your writing?
I will. Well, particularly if I'm out like at an event or something, because if they're just walking by me on the street, then they're just a figure. But I can be at an event and I can look at how different people behave and act around the same stimulus. Like if it's a concert and the band comes up, I, like for instance, once watched four girls trying to jiggle and wiggle their way past the security guard, who, I mean, big guy, didn't even need the red shirt. You knew who he was.
Just knew. Yeah.
He was enjoying them jiggle and wiggle their way, attempt to, but it wasn't going to happen. And I don't know if they knew it was, but I could tell it wasn't going to happen. But at the same time, it was just interesting to watch them versus then turn around and watch the guys who thought they could just pull their way through. I'll just be manly and go through. And none of them got past the security guard if you don't have the golden ticket, which, of course, at that point I actually had because being older and having plenty of money, I was taking my niece and I overindulged and I got tickets up in the front.
Yeah.
Because you can do that when you have money.
Yeah.
They do that without, they had the nosebleed seats and they were trying to get those. It's fun to sit there and watch and someday those jiggling girls are probably going to be in a story. And it's something that you do when you're, under 30.
Yeah.
That you don't do again. And I'm thinking someday that whole interaction of the security guard, he was grinning and shaking, nodding his head, but no, you're not getting past it.
Yeah. Can you imagine the stories those security guards would have about all the things people try to tell them and do to get by?
I listened. I don't have to imagine it. I listened because I was close enough to hear. I wasn't just watching. I was close enough to hear. So I heard some of this. I got splashed with beer by one of the guys trying to get by because he kind of got a little. He forgot. I think the glass was in his hand, and he got anxious. And I was close enough to get splashed by the beer.
Might not have been his first beer of the day.
It was the concert was about halfway through.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Probably been, yeah. So yeah, I don't have to imagine some of those stories, and the girls they went on for quite a while, so I got to watch that too.
You just have to be. You never know where there's a writer.
So when you're older, and by the way, I did take some notes there, and I do remember someone asking me what newspaper I wrote for because of course why else was I there writing? I'm taking notes so I won't forget what people are wearing and stuff. And what newspaper do you write for? Okay, so I told you. So you sit back and you are the fly on the wall. There's a lot, and you don't. I mean, your intention is not to get involved in it because if I ever get involved in some of that stuff, I change the dynamics.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch. I got to be nice and quiet, and they can forget that I'm there.
Yeah.
I've sat in McDonald's. I've sat in basketball games, high school and stuff, and just quietly observe.
Yeah.
Folks, look around. Someday you may see me just quietly.
Watching what you're doing.
Watching what you're doing. So that, one of the things, my very first book, someone commented and were wanting to know where I played basketball at. She just said nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were asking me where did I play? Because obviously I must have played someplace because I knew it so well.
Yeah.
I need it.
Just observing, just the power of watching. Well, next is yellow. We already knew that.
All right, yellow's next.
Bam.
Woo! Spaghetti.
Okay, you slurp that down.
All right.
I'm recharging. Yeah, we're doing it all the way. Okay. So we know that red is the last one. We know that Dusty
doggy
gets
treat.
Doggy treat. Okay. Ready? Done chewing? Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, this is the last question, Barb. Think about the last time you played, whatever capacity or definition you choose. What did you get out of it? How did playing affect you?
The last time, again, I get relaxation. It is a way for me to just stop thinking about the real world, and sometimes you just don't want to think about the real world. So I can think about the game or whatever becomes or the exercise or becomes the only thing that matters. She wants me to do a what? Even if I'm in the water, I'm supposed to do what? Oh, this person in front of me is about to back into me. Should I say beep beep, or should I get out of the way, or should I let it happen, or what's going on? Yeah, so sometimes it's just better for me to think about that, more relaxing to think about that than it is to think about the rest of the world. So that's the biggest thing I get out of it is just the ability to not have to care about all the crappy stuff that I'm going to have to care about soon enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a wonderful purpose for play.
Yeah. I do too. I love what you said about the elasticity, though, of the mind and stuff. That was great. So thank you for that.
We do believe that it's the more different things you do, the more different things your mind feels comfortable giving a try to. If you do the same thing all the time, then it's not even that you're afraid of doing something else, it's your brain kind of hasn't figured out how to do something different.
Yeah.
So
that's a really good point. It also really shows why for some people play really is a way into choosing acceptance more often because as you said, it's like a muscle. You practice it. If you practice being open to different, it gets easier, right?
Yes. Different kinds of activities play, different kinds of people, different kinds of situations, different places, different thoughts.
And
that's a good note to end
That's
on.
beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you letting us take another crack at you and not picking a different food in the meantime.
I really should have said okra.
Oh,
yes.
Or even better, chitlins.
Yeah.
No.
I would starve to death if those were my only choices.
So I might also. We would starve together. We would starve together.
I could lose so much weight if those were the only foods put in front of me.
Yeah, me too. Well, maybe we'll go on that diet together one of these days.
Hey, I'm getting the recipes out ready for when we talk to her again.
Oh God. Well, I thank you for that. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara.
Have a good rest of the day.
Bye.
Sit. Oh, you're such a good girl. Yes, come here. Oh, look. Dusty gets treats. Dusty gets a treat. Yay!